Alright, we're going to be doing this geometrical construction over here. You can see that I've drawn a center line coming down over here, and they've given you a 25 millimeter line length for that pentagon. Now, to get that accurately, what I would suggest you do is you get yourself a circle stencil and you place that 25 millimeter circle onto the page, and you're just going to draw some construction lines that side and that side. And once you've done that, you can take some little construction lines going from those little arcs, going up over there and going up over there, and that gives you the perfect 25 millimeter line length over there. You're not having to measure things like 12.5 millimeters. Right, once I've got that, I'm going to come up over here and I'm going to darken in that line. Let's just get my pencil and drop that across there, going straight through P over there. Right, once I've got that in place, I'm going to take my pair of compasses and I'm going to set them to that 25 millimeter radius, and I draw a construction line circle. I'm drawing with this red lead over here, and I draw another construction line circle going through there, and you'll see that that makes a perpendicular bisector over there. I'm going to take this point of the compass, place it at the intersection of those two arcs, draw a construction line circle coming through there, and you'll note that there is this point over here where this arc cuts that perpendicular bisector. At that point, you're going to take a line coming out from the intersection of those arcs through that point over there to that circle. I'm just going to do that in green. There it is, a construction line coming across there, and the same story over here from the intersection of those arcs through that point where the perpendicular bisector cuts that last arc that we drew, and that gives me a point over there and a point over there, which will give me the 72-degree angle that I need for my pentagon. There we go, 72 degrees over there and 72 degrees over here. Whoops, that's it square. Right, okay, once I've got that in place, I can now take my pair of compasses again, and they are still set at that 25 millimeter radius. I'm just going to make a little arc there. If I've drawn accurately, I should find that it marks perfectly over there on that center line, and I can now draw in a line going from there to there and from there to there. Right, once I've done that, I'm just going to neaten up that corner that I made a bit of a mistake there. Electric eraser is really a good thing to have. Right, I now need to draw a octagon. Okay, or if you look at this, those 45-degree angles over there, line coming down, all of those lines are the same length. I'm going to take a line coming out at 45 degrees over there, a line coming out at 45 degrees over there, and you'll see that this circle, remember, it's also got that 25 millimeter radius. So that radius over there, I can draw that line in dark straight away, coming from there to there, and going from there to there. Once I've got that, I can drop two construction lines coming down, line coming down over there, a line coming down over there, and I can then measure off that 25 millimeters. I've still got my pair of compasses set to that 25. I'm going to come in over here and I'm going to drop a line over there, and I can now draw a little construction line coming across over here, and I can draw that line in dark coming down over there, and that line in dark coming down over there. Right, once I've got that, I now need to figure out where this this ellipse is going to be drawn. It says that I need to measure down 20 millimeters down to that point over there, so I'm going to take my pair of dividers, measure off 20 millimeters, come to that point over there, and mark off on my center line that point over there. I'm going to draw a center line, long dash, short dash, 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 long dash over there. And once I've done that, I'm then going to take my pair of compasses and I'm going to set them to this 20 millimeters over here. swing that round to this side, and then I take my other pair of compasses, which are slightly bigger, and it says that I need this thing to be 80 millimeters, so I'm going to measure off 40 millimeters, and make a little mark on that side, 40 millimeters, make a little mark on that side, 40 millimeters, giving me that 80 millimeter gap. Once I've done that, I then take a construction line. Now I'm going to do this construction line going from here to here, from the minor axis over there, across to there. Okay. I'm doing this so that you can see the constructions. They're a little bit easier to see. I'm going to take this length over here from the center to the major axis, and I wind that round over there. Okay, so you've got a construction line arc. I'm going to draw it a little bit darker than I normally would. I then take my pair of compasses and I wind them back. Let's just take this, it will show it up more clearly. Wind that to that length over there, and I'm going to wind that back onto that line over there. That gives me this little section of line over here. I'm just going to darken that in with this green. That little green line that I've drawn in there, that I need to bisect. How do I bisect a line? I take my pair of compasses, extend it out beyond the center of that little green line, and I'm going to draw a little arc coming around like that. Go to the other side of this, draw a little arc going around like that. Once I've got that in place, I can then draw a perpendicular bisector going through those intersecting arcs over there. Make sure that you work extremely accurately over there. I'm taking it all the way up to that center line over there. And once I've got that in place, I now take my pair of compasses to the center, and I'm going to extend it out to that intersection over there, and I'm going to make an arc on the other side over there. Once I've got that, I have this point, I'm going to call it point Q over there, and a point Q over here. All right, you don't need to put those point Qs on your drawing. It's just a reference that I'm going to use, and I'm going to call this little point over here where it intersects with this center line over here, I'm going to call that S over there. So I've got a point S over there. I'm going to take my pair of compasses, I'm going to wind them back to that point S over there, and I'm going to swing that round so I have a point S on this side as well. Right, once I've got that, I now take construction lines going from point Q, going through point S, going down like that, and I'm going to go from point Q over here, up through S over there, and I'm going to take a line going from point Q down here, up through point S over there. Right, and once I've done that, I can now draw in this arc, okay? What I would suggest you do is draw the small arcs first. So you go to point S, you wind it in until it touches that major axis, and you draw that small little arc coming around like that. Get that in beautifully, nice and dark. Just need to do that a few times. There we go. That's a nice dark arc which I've got going there. Right, once I've done that, go to this side. Same story, check that it touches there. Go around, touching that purple line over there and that purple line over there. Going around until you've got that nice dark arc coming in there. Right, once you've done that, you then come up here. Oh gee, I didn't need to draw all that arc. I can rub out this part over here because we don't need that part. Let's just do that. Rubbing out that part is a bit silly. Right, rubbing out just wastes a whole lot of time that we don't have in an exam, so that would be a bit of a problem for me. Right, once I've got that in place, I go down to Q over here, and I'm going to extend it out to over there, which is the minor axis. It should link up perfectly with the little arc there, going through there, and with that little arc there, checking, 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 and once it's in the right place, I can then draw in that little arc coming around like that. Just drawing that in nice and dark. I need to get a slightly softer lid so I don't need to go over it so many times to get the right line thickness and darkness. Right, there we go. There's my ellipse done perfectly. Once I've got that, I then come back over here and I'm going to draw in the equilateral triangle over here. Line going up there at 60 degrees with the 60-degree set square, and line coming down over here at 60 degrees. And there it is. I've got to draw a line coming across from there to there, and from there to there. And I need to finish it off by drawing these two little lines coming across from there to there, and from there to there. Right, that's drawing done on that side of the page. Right, our next drawing is this drawing over here. It is, it starts out and gives you that point P over there, and I'm going to start by drawing that PCD, okay, this circle coming around here. It says it's 78 millimeter diameter. So I say 78 divided by 2, and that gives me a radius of 39 millimeters. 39 millimeters. Have a nice sharp compass lead, and you're going to draw a nice long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, short dash, long 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 dash, short dash. There we go. There's my PCD done. Okay, it then has some 45-degree center lines going through, or the 30, yeah, there's a 45 over there. Okay, 45 degrees going up over there. Take your 0.3 pencil, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash. You don't need to worry about that. And same story over here. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash. Okay. Once you've got that, take your 30-degree set square. That's sorted out over there, and a long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash over there, and come in over here. Oh, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash over there. Once we've got that in place, it tells you that you need a little circle of 20 millimeters. Okay. What I would suggest you do is get your center lines on there. Just draw in another little construction line, center line. Whoops. Okay, so I'm just drawing a construction line. So I've got that 90 degree to there and a 90 degree to there, using my 45-degree set square in that case. And over here, I'm going to use my 60 degree and draw in a construction line over there and a construction line over here. Right. Those construction lines will mean that you can use your circle stencil, which will save you a bit of time. It says that I've got a diameter of 20 millimeters. I can now line up my 20 millimeter circle, onto this over there. Get that nicely sorted. Tricky to see with this camera. All right, there we go. I think that's in the right place. There's my one circle. Come in over here, same story, get your 20 millimeter diameter circle sorted out there. Click, 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 and draw in that circle. Come in over here, move that all out the way so that I can get this thing sorted out over here. Fix that right. And draw that in, and coming over here. Right, once that's in place, draw that in there. Right, there's your circles in place in the correct places. And the next thing that we need to do is to draw a 74 millimeter line coming down. I just need to see what this story is over here. You've got a tangent going between those two circles over there, so we can draw that in straight away. Just draw in a tangent going between those two circles, touching that circle and touching that circle. Okay, once I've got that in place, you'll see that the center line coming down over here is going to hit the base of that pentagon. So I'm just going to draw that in. Long dash, short dash, 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 long dash. Okay, once you've done that, you need to measure down. It says a distance of 74 millimeters. Get your 74 millimeters measured off accurately. Come to the center over here and bomb that in over there. Right, once you've got that, it says that I've got a 30 millimeter line length. So I'm going to get my circle stencil and I'm going to find the 30 millimeter diameter hole on my circle stencil, and I'm going to draw a little construction line on this side and a little construction line on that side. Once we've got that, I can drop 2 lines down as tangents, going straight down over here. There we go. And another little tangent going straight down over there. Drawing a line coming across here with that length of 30 millimeters. Right. Once I've got that in place, I take my pair of compasses and I'm going to draw in that pentagon again. Set my pair of compasses to the length of 30 millimeters. That's that line length over there. Draw in a nice circle coming around like that. It's a construction line circle. I'm drawing much darker than I would normally, but I need to be able to show you the intersections, etc. All right, so I've got that in place. Same story as we did the last time. Taking a line coming from that intersecting arcs over there, going through the arc and the perpendicular line up to that circle, going all the way up there, and doing the same story over here. Line going from the intersecting arcs over there up to the circle over there. Once I've got that in place, I then take a line going from there up to that intersection over there. Take a line going from there up to that intersection over there. And I then take my pair of compasses, still set at that 30 millimeters over there, come up to that point over there, make a little mark over there. If you've worked accurately, it should intersect perfectly over here. There we go. And I can now draw in a line going from that point over there, up to there, and that point over there, up to there. Right, once you've got that in place, I then take a tangent from the bottom of the pentagon over there to the circle over there. Tangent line coming in over there. Okay, the next thing is to measure off this 105 millimeters coming across over here. 105 millimeters on my pair of dividers. 105. Let's just get that in place. I'm going to draw in a center line coming across here. Long dash, short dash, 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 long dash. I should have done that right at the beginning. Take my 105 millimeter measurement from the center out to there. Okay, once I've got that, I'm going to draw a center line coming down over here. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash. Okay, once I've got that in place, I've got a 30 millimeter side length for the hexagon over here, and I'm going to set my pair of compasses to that 30 millimeters, bomb it in there, and draw a little construction line circle going around. Once I've got that in place, I take my 30-degree set square, and I'm going to draw a line coming down to the circle from that intersection of the center line and the circle. A line going down from the there up to that circle over there. Swing my set square around, draw a 60-degree going there, go over here, draw a 60-degree line coming down over here, draw a line going across from that intersection to that intersection, and from that intersection to that intersection. There we go, hexagon done. Next thing is a 29 millimeter across the flats octagon. Okay, to do that, I'm going to just take my 29 millimeter circle stencil. I'm going to come in over here, knock that in as accurately as I can onto the center lines. That looks accurate. Draw a construction line coming around like that. Right, once I've got that, I'm going to draw in a construction line square by drawing a line as a tangent there, over there, dropping lines coming down from there and from there. Once I've got that, I'm going to draw some 45-degree lines coming across the center, there, and there. In fact, I didn't even need to do that because I've got the center already. I take my pair of compasses, go to the corner of that square, wind it into the center, draw a little arc coming around like that, go to this little arc over there, drawing around like that. I can go to each of those corners if I wanted to, just coming around. That's not an accurate arc that I just did there. There we go. And once I've got that in place, I should be able to get some lines. Okay, so I'm going to go to that point over there. There is the little piece of line that I need for the one side over there. I can then go up to the top over here, same story, little line going over there. I'm going to draw a line coming at 45 degrees, making a tangent to that circle over there, a 45-degree making a tangent to that circle over there. You can see that I've actually shown you a couple of methods of drawing this thing. Starting with the circle is probably the quickest and easiest because you're then literally using your set square and your t-square, and you can draw in these lines just tangents to that circle and you'll have your perfect octagon. Right, once that's done, it says that I've got a radius of 75 millimeters that's going to link up with that point over there, and it's going to link up with this circle over here. All right, I am including the circle, so if I'm including that circle, I must subtract. Okay, so let's just have a look. It's a 75 millimeter radius. Okay, 75 millimeter radius. Let me set my pair of compasses to 75. I know that the circle center is somewhere over there. Note this, if I drew a arc over there, it would give me a 75 millimeter from the center, but I want to subtract the radius because I'm including. I'm going to draw an arc coming around like that. Note, I moved back from the center. Nice long arc coming around over there. I'm drawing it much darker than I need to. Okay. And then I'm going to come to that corner over there, and I'm going to take that same 75 millimeter radius, arcing, and you can see that I've got a center over here that is exactly 75 millimeters away from that point. And if I place it in over here, it is going to include that circle and go through that point over there. Right, so I'm just going to draw that in. All right. They're wanting you to have a tangent line touching that circle over there. So you'll see that I've drawn a construction line arc going around like that. I'm going to take my set square. I'm going to go to this corner over here. I'm going to slide it until it touches that arc over there, and I'm going to draw a nice dark arc going up to there. Okay, and once I've done that, I can then go back to my center with my 75 millimeter radius, which was over there. Checking that that is correct. I'm going to do the hidden detail line, dash, 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 dark line coming around to there to get that all beautifully in place. Right, once that's done, I think that I am finished with this drawing, except for this one little line that I need to draw from that corner going up to there. Right, and there you go. That is that drawing completed.